Welcome to Independentalism, and this is the Independentalism podcast that we are introducing to you. This is introductory session concerning the very long journey that we are going to share in this new way of thinking, a new wave that we believe that will come to counteract and solve the modern challenges. My name is Biremba. I'm an author. You will check my book to come out soon. But here I'm just inviting you for the new process that we are going to share together concerning this new journey of independentalism. But you may be wondering, what is independentalism? Independentalism is a new concept or a new way of thinking where we put man at the center of the universal order. It means that a human being is the one who will be deciding what the life is living is and what the future of his is. Independentalism recognizes that human being is embedded with the moral and the intellectual values, which simply means the right to think and understand the type of life that he is living for his own good. But this man, understand, he's not living alone. This man is living with fellow beings, not only fellow beings. He's living with the whole surrounding and there's so many systems, events, and situations. Therefore, such a human being needs laws to exist and coexist with fellow beings. And our first law is the law of independence. And the second law, which is of interdependence, and the last law, the law of adaptability. But what the law of independence? The law of independence is a very simple law for a human being that can exist solely on his own. Each and every man, each and every country, each and every nation, each and every people can live in this world independently of self, without the other. Burundi can exist without the United States. The United States can exist without Russia. And by the way, before we once lived alone and nobody died. But what the reason for people to come together, therefore, they love interdependence, which simply means that man may choose to come into contact with a fellow man in order for such a man to create another which will come to develop and beautify their coexistence. Because, of course, without such a beautification or enrichment or enhancement, there's no reason for any bilateral, multilateral, or relations between man and his fellow. So independentalism is a very process which we believe that will come to counter and unify the world into a new order which will bring balance and justice and equity. Because this is not what we are living today. We are living the pseudo, the contrary of the true reality that we are preaching. So you may be wondering what we'll be catching. We'll be catching on different topics from the moral aspect of existence to the intellectual aspect of existence. And they will cross to go to other secondary values like social, political, and economic issues. Of course, for independentalism, politics, economy, it's a very simple and minimum issues to waste time on if without the moral and the intellectual aspect of reality, which guide politics, guide the economy and society. So this is the introduction, a very long journey that I'm inviting each and everybody to follow us as independentalism is, of course, in its embryonic form, and together we'll grow in this journey as we go together to ensure that we are understanding life on the same level, and the peace and the love, unity reigns once again in this world where man will justify his own world from within out, not out within.